Coach Victor here, joined by Coach Javier of the Thai Boxing Institute of Mar Vista, California. And in this video, we're going to cover how to properly hold focus mitts for boxing. One of the few things we do here at the Thai Boxing Institute is we do partner work involving focus mitts. We're going to cover how to hold the mitts and strategies as to best utilize the time we have to practice. We're both working on technique here. I'm working on focus mitt technique on how to hold pads properly, and my partner is working on their boxing or elbow technique.
Listen, holding pads is pretty simple. You have to understand that no one innately knows how to hold pads, right? Meaning no one is born already knowing how to hold pads. The idea is just to keep it simple and not overcomplicate it. When you complicate things, this is how you think you look. This is how you actually look. Just keep it simple.
Alright guys, so let's cover a few safety things before we begin. First and foremost, always pay attention to what your partner is doing. If you're hitting the pads, communicate, make eye contact, make sure that your partner is ready to catch. If you're holding the pads, always pay attention to what your partner is doing. Always maintain eye contact and make sure you guys verbalize when to begin. Don't just assume that once the pads are up, you start firing. It's a very easy way to get smacked in the face with the pads. Don't look away when you're either holding the pads or hitting the pads, right? So if I'm giving you some cues or instruction and we're holding for each other and I say something, don't look over as you're hitting, because yet again, you're gonna get blasted in the face. So we want to avoid that. With that in mind, let's begin. So the first thing when we consider holding pads, right, is what technique or combinations are we holding for? Usually in the class we have a curriculum and a set combination that we follow. But if this is your first time learning how to hold pads, the biggest hang up is, what do I call out? What am I holding for? I call that time. So in order to minimize time, this is the first set of combinations that I have people practice. Okay? And then later on, those same combinations translate over to Thai pads. But let's go over how to hold focus mitts properly first. Okay, so I'm here across from my partner. My left pad goes to their left hand. Typically, if they're a right-hand fighter, that's their jab. You got that? My right hand goes towards their right hand, which is normally a cross. So let's check that out first in single punch sequences, right? What I tell people to do is to do the technique about 3 or 4 times. Let's check that out. Partners across from us. I'm gonna ask them to do a jab about 3 times on my pace, on my rhythm. Okay, ready, Coach Javi? Jab, 1. Back to stance, again. Back to stance, 1 more. And time. Now notice, he didn't strike the pad until I was ready to tell him to. Ready, Coach Javi? Jab, bang, back to stance, again. Right, so I'm giving them the cue. Jab, okay, again. Right hand works the same way. Ready, Coach? Right cross, 1. Good, 2. 3. Nice. Good. Super simple, right? Now, the second part of this is holding the pad, right? I don't hold the pad out here because that's not where the target is. I try to bring it a little closer to my face. When I catch the punch, I almost meet it less than a quarter halfway in order for me to clap it, right? I don't want to smother my own partner's punch, right? Like this. I don't want to stuff it. What can happen is I can injure them. I can injure their knuckles, their wrists, their elbow, their shoulder. It doesn't matter what. We're going to most likely injure them, right? Check out the length of my arm. Jab, jab. Right? So I want to time their punch with my catch, not smothering. Same thing on the right. Ready, Coach? Cross. 1 more. And those are straight punches. Combinations. Now, if you notice when we were holding straight punches, I was only holding 1 pad, either the left or the right. when we throw combinations, we want to have both pads ready, right? What's a combination? A combination is just a series of strikes. If we're working on boxing, it's going to be more than one punch, right? Usually alternating left and right. So our first combination is going to be jab cross, 1, 2. One step, 2 punches. Ready, coach? Jab cross, 1, 2. Ready, go. 1, 2. Again, 1, 1, 2. One more. 1, 2. Good, thank you, coach. When I was holding, guys, I was holding here, right? Not out here. Down the middle, and I kind of turn my body, jab cross, to help them with their aim. So now, how do we add to this combination? And this is what's going to be the sequence that we're going to start working on. Usually the next punch that I teach people is a hook, right? So how do we hold for a hook? If the straight punch is right here, okay, the hook is to the side, right? Because they're intending to hit the side of your head. We hold a pad down the middle like so. Jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Look at my shoulders, look at my hips. Jab, cross, hook. Second combination is going to be jab, cross, hook. Ready, Coach Javi? All right, jab, cross, hook, go. Ba, ba, ba. Back to stance, go. Ba, ba, ba. One more time, go. Ba, ba. Whenever I'm holding the focus mitts, I'm holding them up by my shoulder line. Just like when my partner is punching, they're punching from their shoulder line, right? So it's never down here, I mean, unless the person is much shorter, but if you're the same height, or up here. All right, jab, cross, hook. One more time, Coach Javi. Jab, cross, hook. Back to stance. Cool, huh? The last combination in the tier that we're going to work on for focus mitts combinations. So check it out. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Jab, cross, hook, cross. Back to stance. Go. Ba, 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 ba. One more time. Ah, ah, ah. Notice one important detail is rhythm. Rhythm, once we start incorporating combinations, it's so important to keep us in time. Breathing helps with rhythm. So for example, if I'm here with Coach Javi, when I hold and I call something, right? All right, jab, coach, jab, 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 ish. Those are all examples of breathing, right? That's going to help alleviate the amount of force that's taken from my body. Same thing with the combinations, right? Breathing helps with that force and also with keeping rhythm. Jab, cross, jab, cross, hook. When we're in rhythm, that's going to help us properly hold pads and be in time with each other. That's also going to prevent injuries, either the stuttering of the holding or the stuttering of the punches. We want to be able to make the combinations smooth, seamless, and cohesive between us. One more time, Coach Javi. 1, 2, hook, cross. 1, 2, hook, cross. Last one. 1, 2, hook, cross. When you first begin to hold pads, right, you want to consider the amount of time that you have available within the round. And we want to maximize that time for both our partners and ourselves. So at the start of the tutorial, I made a mention of time. In this sequence that I'm going to show you, that's going to help us alleviate the amount of time within the round. Thinking about combinations, what to do. So it's going to be structured. Jab, jab, cross, hook, jab, cross, hook, cross. I advise you guys do every technique or combination about 3 to 4 times. That's going to help you with time. So let's go through that whole sequence. Check it out. All right, hands up, coach. Ready? Jab, bam, back to stance. Again, bam, back to stance. One more, bam. Jab, 3 times, 4 times, your discretion. Second one, now it's a combination. Jab, cross. Ready, coach? Jab, cross. Bam, bam. 1, bam, bam. 2, bam, bam. 3. Right? Third sequence, jab, cross, hook. Yet again, 3 or 4 times. Ready, coach? Jab, cross, hook. Again, jab, cross, hook. One more, jab, cross. Right? Notice I was cueing him. Okay, combination. Again, one more, or last time. And that denotes the end of that sequence. Fourth one, jab, cross, hook, cross. 1, 2, hook, cross. Up to you. Ready, go. 1, 2, hook. 1, 2, hook, cross. One more. Jab, cross, hook, cross. And time. Thank you, Coach Javi. Cool. All right. So that's basically it. Don't make it any harder than it is. Jab, jab, cross, hook, jab, cross, hook, cross. Super simple. Other things you can do to help you out with the monotony of the sequence, right, is always incorporate some sort of movement. So check it out. All right, hands up, coach. Jab, ba. Okay, a little footwork. Move. Jab again. Ba. How about move this way? Good. Jab, cross. Ba, ba. Again. Ba, ba. Move here. How about there? Jab, cross, hook, cross. Good. You guys see that? Remember, fighting isn't always going to be, back and forth parallel. It's very multi-dimensional, multi-angular. So don't get into the habit of just holding for each other here like this, right? That's kind of just what a heavy bag is for. Incorporate movement, okay? And then on that note, don't hit and move at the same time, right? That's more intermediate, more advanced concepts. For a beginner, right? Punch, move, combo, move. Yet again, the whole theme of this is keep it simple. All right, guys. So that's basically it on how to hold pads. The only thing that we really didn't cover are uppercuts, but if you can kind of deduce how to hold for an uppercut, if this is a hook, left hook, this is an uppercut. This is a right hook, this is a right uppercut. As a beginner, don't worry about that right now. Honestly, the most common punch that you're going to throw within like your first 0 to 6 months is going to be a hook. Alrighty, guys, and that is it. If you found this video useful, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. If you want to help us out further, you can do a few things. You can add us on Instagram at the Thai Boxing Institute, or visit our merch page, tbimerch.com. And with that in mind, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate all the support. Until next time, take care. Bye.